All three of them, right there. De Niro, Pacino, Pesci. In a Martin Scorsese film. You could have just showed me this poster for 3.5 hours and I would have watched the whole fucking thing. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here, bringing a film review of The Irishman. The Irishman, of course, is directed by Martin Scorsese, and it stars, like I already said, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, but we also got Harvey Keitel, Ray Romano, and a Paquin, Jesse Plemons. Hey, they're in there too, but The Irishman follows the life, well, it follows about 4 decades of the life of Frank Sheeran, okay? He is a guy who, I hear he paints houses. Little code for him. And, he's a tough guy. He's a tough guy. And then, of course, in his life, he ends up being friends with this guy named Russell, who is Joe Pesci's character. And then that gives him in touch with Jimmy Hoffa. And we all know about Jimmy Hoffa, his whole life, and then how he magically just vanished out of thin air. Nobody knows, I guess to this day, right? Nobody knows where he went. So you see 4 decades of Frank just kind of being this guy. This guy just raising a family, being part of Jimmy Hoffa's, being part of his life, being part of a lot of different things, some shady shit. When shit needs to get done, he's going to get it done. And you better be careful because you want to get on the bad side of this. Man, I mean, sometimes it's out of nowhere. So what did I think of The Irishman? Cinema? This is it. Fucking cinema. And just seeing the set. And I know they use CGI for some of the backgrounds and everything. But to bring us back to New York City, to where everything is located here. It's similar to how Once Upon a Time did it for California. Just the way that, Tarantino and Scorsese can just bring you right back to this setting, and it feels like, okay, they're there. They're driving around. They're walking around. Look at the background. That's the way it fucking looked. And Martin Scorsese is really good at long shots. He's really good. He likes the pan over kind of shots, too. I love that unique Scorsese style that he has with that. He knows how to utilize the camera in his way. When you basically know that you're watching a Martin Scorsese flick. Performances. Well, I mean, what can you expect when you got this fucking bill here? They're all great. De Niro, he's fucking De Niro. You don't fuck with him. I mean, he's De Niro. Pesci coming back to do this because he pretty much kind of gave up acting for a bit. He's tame. He's tame in this. It's not Goodfellas or some of his other movies where he's very much just he's not like that in here. He's very tame. And I actually enjoyed probably his performance the most. When it comes to Al Pacino, anybody who saw this get fucking big boy vibes from Dick Tracy? Just a little bit. I don't know. It was just when I hear him talk and stuff, it just reminded me of Big Boy and Dick Tracy, because that was a great performance that he did there. I don't know. It's just the way he was sounding and everything. And then I guess the big thing that people are really talking about is the whole, the fact that this is happening over 40 years, I guess, or 4 decades. The de-aging. The de-aging is pretty well done. It is. It's not noticeable unless you're really looking for it, because sometimes at first, De Niro's eyes looked fucking weird. Looked kind of weird, looked kind of strange, but it wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty good on Pesci. It was damn good on Pesci. At first, it was a little distracting, but you kind of get over it. It was well done on Pacino too, but the thing is, the one thing that filmmakers need to realize when they do this de-aging stuff, this is what was happening in Captain Marvel with Sam Jackson. It's like, yeah, you're supposed to be, 30, 40 years old, and you're fighting, but you're fighting like a 7-year-old man. You're a little rickety, and you're, moving around like a 7-year-old man. Other than that, when it's just, the normal stuff, the back and forth, the talking, dialogue's great, by the way. The pacing of this movie is fantastic. I mean, that's one thing that Martin Scorsese knows how to do to a T. He knows how to do storytelling, and he knows how to keep you going. I mean, this movie's 3.5 hours long. Did not feel it because it just kept going. And then, you knew what was supposedly supposed to happen with one character, and you're like, okay, we're gonna... Whoa! But yeah, the de-aging thing can be a little distracting at first, but then you just get over it, and you just pay attention to the performances, the dialogue, and the storytelling, and it's all great. And then when it gets to the end, it's kind of heartbreaking, It's kind of heartbreaking because we see all the way to, you know, when De Niro's a freaking old man, when Frank is an old man. And yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking a little bit at the end, because I'm not going to tell you everything that happens with it, but it's nice that it ends with him being an old man and him just kind of, you just see what happened after all the bullshit, because at first he's like telling you the story. He's narrating the story till you get to the point where he's this old man, and then he's just, you know, I don't know. It's just kind of got me in the feels a little bit. So am I going to put The Irishman on the favorite wall of 2019? Yes, I am. Get up there. It's pretty excellent, guys. But if you're not into these types of movies, and you're not just like feeling the vibe, maybe you didn't like other Scorsese movies, probably not for you, because like I said, 3.5 hours. I know some people are like, God damn, it's long. I didn't feel it. To me, I didn't feel it because, like I said, one thing that Scorsese is an expert at is storytelling and moving and keeping the pace of the story. He's always that. And I love the poster too, especially Pesci being the quiet one. When you look at past roles, he is the quiet one. He's so tame in here. The middleman, which was, you know, always Frank, De Niro's character, and then it says the union boss. It's just like a whole crazy thing, and I love that little banner that they have like that on the poster, because that perfectly just like, yep, this is what this story is about. And then when you see it all kind of just wrap up in a bow, you're like, wow. There you have it, guys. That's my review for The Irishman. Check it out. I mean, you can watch it on Netflix, but like I said, just be at least you can pause, you know, when they did all that stuff about, you're gonna have to pee during Endgame. Let me know your thoughts about it down below. If you saw it and what you thought about it, hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel, it's filmjunkie.com, for all my content. Follow me in the sock meds over there, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Patreon if you want to help out, and of course, shirts down below. All right, guys,